Baby, stop what you're doing and listen carefully, because what I'm about to show you is not like anything you've seen before. It's a message that could change everything you thought you knew. I need you to be ready, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Have you ever felt that sudden chill, that tiny knot in your stomach, when you know something is about to hit you? That's exactly what this message will do. It's not a joke, it's not random, it's something that pierces straight into your heart and mind. And the first thing you'll feel is disbelief, then confusion, and then it will break you in a way that's impossible to ignore. You might think you're prepared for anything, but you're not. Because this message is personal, it's direct, and it's built to reach a place inside you that no one else can touch. You'll start seeing things differently, noticing truths that have been hiding under the surface. Truths that you never realized were shaping everything around you. Now I need you to focus, because this is where it gets even more intense. The message isn't just words. It's feelings. It's memories. It's things you've ignored, things you've buried, things you hoped would stay hidden. And when they appear, they'll hit you faster than anything you've ever experienced. The shocking part you won't expect. This message doesn't just target your mind. It targets your heart. It knows your fears, your hopes, the little secrets you've never told anyone. And it will make you question everything, even yourself. That's why it's dangerous. And that's why you have to pay attention. But there's more. You think you can handle it in one glance? No, every part of this message is layered. Every line, every pause, every hidden meaning is meant to pull you deeper, to trap you in its weight. And when you try to look away, your mind will keep replaying it over and over again. Do you feel that pull already? That little knot turning into something bigger? That's how you'll know the message is working. It's reaching places you didn't know existed, and it's about to break through. It's not just about what's in the message. It's about what it reveals about the world and about the people around you. It shows things you've been blind to, hidden patterns, truths that everyone else pretends don't exist. And once you see them, there's no going back. Imagine the first time you realize something you believed your whole life is not what it seemed. That's what this message does. It strips away comfort, it tears down illusions, and it leaves only reality. And reality, baby, can hurt more than anything else. It will make you question the people closest to you. Why did they act this way? Why didn't you notice before? Why does it feel like everything you thought was safe is suddenly fragile? That's the power of this message. It doesn't just tell you something. It forces you to feel it. So right now, you might be thinking, maybe I don't want to see it, but you will, because the moment has come, whether you're ready or not. And once you open it, once you let it in, there's no turning back. Every emotion, every thought, every memory will rush forward at the same time. And that's when the breaking starts. Baby, now that you're ready, let's go deeper. The message you're about to see isn't just words on a screen. It's a mirror that reflects things you've been avoiding, things you didn't even realize were there. And the first thing it will show you is your own vulnerability, that feeling you try to hide, the fear of being misunderstood. It's right there, staring back at you. Do you feel that? That little flicker of unease? That's the message taking hold. It knows exactly what will shake you, what will make your heart skip, and what will make you question every decision you've made. And baby, that's only the beginning. Here's the first shocking layer. The message exposes the truth about trust. People you believed would never hurt you may not have been as loyal as you thought. And those you ignored, those you underestimated, may hold pieces of truth you've been missing. It's a puzzle, and every word makes the pieces fall into place faster than you can prepare for, because there's more. The second layer targets expectation. All the plans you made, all the sure things you counted on, suddenly look fragile, and the more you try to hold on to them, the more they slip. That feeling of instability. That's the message breaking down illusions you didn't even know you believed. And here comes another twist. This message doesn't just show facts. It awakens emotions. Regret, fear, longing, surprise. All of it hits at once. You might find yourself remembering moments you tried to forget, noticing things you chose not to see, realizing mistakes that once seemed small, now feel huge. That's why it breaks you, because it's personal. But don't look away, baby, because the third layer is coming. It's about clarity. Once you process the shock, once the initial hit settles, the message begins to make sense. It connects dots you didn't realize were linked. It reveals patterns hidden in plain sight, and it shows you the consequences of choices made long ago. And that clarity is both beautiful and terrifying. It reaches beyond you. The message doesn't stop at your life. It touches the people around you. Actions you thought were meaningless, decisions you ignored, they all ripple outward. And when you see the ripple, when you feel the weight of it, you realize the message is bigger than you. It's a force that touches everything. Now the fourth layer, it's about revelation, secrets, lies, hidden truths, all surface. Things you were never supposed to notice suddenly become impossible to ignore, and some of it will shock you. Some will anger you, and some will leave you questioning your own judgment. That's why it's designed to break you, baby, because once the truth is revealed, there's no going back. And just when you think you've absorbed it all, the message doesn't just break. It transforms. It forces you to see reality clearly, to feel things fully, to understand life in ways you couldn't before. And baby, that's why it's unforgettable. That's why it lingers long after you've read it, long after your mind tries to move on. Baby, now it gets even more intense. The message you're about to see doesn't just reveal, it challenges. Every line, every word has a purpose. And its purpose is to make you face things you've avoided, things you never wanted to admit, and choices you didn't know were waiting for you. First, let's talk about danger. Not physical danger, baby. Emotional danger. The kind that makes your chest tighten, your mind race, your heart stumble, because the message forces you to confront truths that can't be ignored. Once you see them, life will never feel the same. And some people will run, others will stay, but none will remain unchanged. It makes you question loyalty. People you trusted might not be who you thought they were. And people you underestimated, they may hold the answers or the keys to understanding. The message puts you in a position where you must decide who matters and who was never worth your attention, and that decision will not be easy. Then comes a twist you won't see coming. It targets your own choices. Suddenly, all the what ifs and maybe I should haves become impossible to ignore. You'll replay moments, notice missed signs, and question every decision that led to today. And the more you think, the heavier it feels, because the message knows exactly what to trigger. It creates urgency. The message doesn't wait for calm, rational moments. It hits now, while your mind is unprepared. It pushes you to act, to respond, to make choices before you have the chance to second guess. And those choices, baby, they could change everything. Now, the next danger, it awakens doubt. Doubt about people, doubt about yourself, doubt about the path you thought was certain. And doubt is powerful because it forces you to question reality itself. You'll wonder if you missed something obvious, or if you misread intentions, or if the life you built is more fragile than you realized. And baby, that's why it's breaking you, because doubt is heavy. It sparks fear, fear of loss, fear of regret, fear of consequences you can't control. And the strange part is that fear also sharpens your mind. It makes you notice details you overlooked, see truths you ignored, Understand things you didn't want to face. The message is brutal, but it also forces clarity. And then there's the twist. No one expects. The message gives power, but also responsibility. Once you understand it, once you see everything it exposes, you can't unsee it, you can't ignore it, and you can't let life continue as if nothing happened. You'll be forced to make decisions that matter, decisions that could reshape relationships, trust, and even your own future. The message is not just breaking you. It's awakening you. It's shaking you out of complacency, pulling you into reality, and forcing you to feel the weight of everything that was hidden. And baby, once that happens, everything changes. Nothing is safe, nothing is predictable, and nothing feels the same again. Baby, now you're going to see the first real consequence of the message. The moment you read it, life doesn't just shift slightly, it tilts, it shakes, it changes direction. And the people around you, they'll feel it too, even before you do, because the message doesn't just touch you, it ripples outward. The first shock comes in trust. Suddenly, every interaction, every smile, every word you thought you understood feels different. You'll start noticing details you ignored before, little slips, hidden intentions, contradictions, and the truth hits harder than expected. Not everyone around you is as they seem, and that realization, baby, is crushing. It forces decisions. You can't ignore the signs. You can't pretend everything is okay, because the message demands action, and hesitation comes at a cost. You'll feel torn between protecting yourself and confronting reality, and the longer you wait, the heavier the weight becomes. Then comes the second ripple. Fear that someone you trusted could betray you. Fear that a choice you thought was safe might backfire. And fear of losing something or someone you didn't realize you depended on. That fear makes your heart race, your hands tremble, and your mind question everything. It also awakens awareness. You start seeing patterns you never noticed, behaviors that seemed small before. They suddenly reveal their true meaning. People you thought were allies might not be. People you overlooked could hold answers you desperately need. And baby, the message makes sure you notice it all. Now the third consequence. Doubt in your own judgment. You'll replay choices, second-guess decisions, wonder if you missed signs or misread intentions. And that doubt, it's exhausting, but it's necessary. It forces you to sharpen your perception, to separate truth from illusion. And baby, that's part of why it's breaking you, because clarity comes with pain. The message creates tension between heart and mind. Your emotions tell you one thing, your logic another, and the message sits right in the middle, demanding both attention. That tension keeps you on edge, keeps you alert, and makes every decision feel monumental. Then comes the fourth ripple. Unexpected reactions from others. Once the message begins to show its effect on you, others notice changes too. They may be confused, suspicious, even scared of how sharp and aware you suddenly become. Relationships shift without warning. Alliances are tested, and baby, everything feels unpredictable. The message doesn't just change what you see, it changes how you feel. Emotions become amplified. Instincts sharpen, intuition grows, and suddenly ordinary moments carry weight they never had before. People around you sense it, and some will be drawn closer while others will pull away. And baby, that's just the beginning. Baby. Now it's time to face the second shocking consequence of the message. This one doesn't just affect your heart or mind, it begins to alter reality around you. Suddenly, things you once thought certain are no longer reliable. People you trusted blindly may act differently, revealing hidden layers you never expected. The first shock comes in loyalty. Those you thought were constant, those who never wavered, may falter. And it's not because they want to hurt you, it's because the message forces truth to surface. Hidden motives, concealed fears. Hidden motives, concealed fears, all of it becomes visible when the message reaches its second layer. And baby, that realization is destabilizing. It forces confrontation. You can't walk away from it. You can't ignore it. The message demands that you notice who stands by you and who doesn't. Every word you read, every hint, every pause, it's testing your awareness, testing how much you can handle, and the tension builds faster than you think. Then comes the second ripple. Perception shifts. You'll start seeing connections and patterns that once seemed invisible. Situations that appeared random are suddenly linked. Actions that seemed harmless now carry weight, and your mind races, trying to make sense of it. But baby, the more you understand, the more it feels like reality itself is bending. The message awakens intuition. You start sensing things before they happen, noticing unspoken words, feeling unexpressed intentions. And it's both a gift and a curse. Because insight comes with responsibility. You'll see what others hide, and sometimes seeing it hurts as much as the truth itself. Now the third effect, trust becomes fragile. Once the message starts showing its impact, you'll question everything. Can you rely on the same people as before? Can you believe in situations that once felt safe? The answer is no. Not until you navigate the layers the message has exposed. And baby, that's when tension turns into weight, a heavy, unavoidable reality. It challenges decisions. Every choice, every reaction carries consequences you didn't anticipate. The message forces you to think, to feel, to predict, and sometimes even that isn't enough. You'll find yourself balancing on the edge, where one small misstep could shift everything. Then comes the fourth ripple, uncertainty in relationships. People who seemed steadfast may show cracks. Friends, loved ones, allies, all may act unpredictably. And you'll realize that nothing is guaranteed except your own awareness, your own choices, and the message that started all of this. The message isn't just information. It's a catalyst. It breaks, it shakes, it forces change, and those who can't keep up may drift away, leaving only clarity and truth behind. And baby, that is when you feel the full weight of what it means to truly see. Baby. Now comes the third shocking consequence of the message, and this one hits deeper than anything before. It doesn't just reveal truth, challenge trust, or shake loyalty. It transforms emotions, reshapes your feelings, and forces decisions that can't be undone. The first impact is emotional intensity. Every heartbeat feels louder, every thought sharper, every memory more vivid. The message amplifies what you feel. Joy, fear, sadness, regret. All of it intensifies. And baby, when emotions rise like this, they're impossible to ignore. You can't distract yourself. You can't run. You can only face it. It triggers confrontation with yourself. You'll question past choices, wonder why you acted a certain way, and feel the weight of every what if you ignored. And it's not just reflection, it's emotional reckoning. The message is designed to show you what you avoided. And baby, that's why it hurts so much. Then comes the second ripple, irreversible decisions. Once the message exposes what's real, you can't go back. You'll be forced to act, to speak, to make choices that affect people and relationships. And every decision carries gravity, because it's based on truths you finally see clearly. Baby, that's the shock. The message breaks you to rebuild reality. It tests loyalty and connection. People you trust may be forced to reveal who they truly are. and their actions will either support you or betray you. You'll see who stays, who hesitates, and who drifts away. And that clarity, while painful, is necessary. Now the third effect. Perception of reality shifts. Ordinary moments feel heavier. Familiar people feel different. And even memories change meaning. What once seemed small or insignificant now carries weight because the message forces context and understanding. And baby, that's where the breaking becomes unavoidable. The message sparks self-awareness like never before. You'll notice patterns, understand motives, sense intentions, and the more you see, the more responsibility you feel. Emotions and logic collide, and baby, that tension makes every decision feel monumental. Then comes the fourth ripple, emotional vulnerability. You'll realize just how fragile trust, love, and connection can be, and the message exposes cracks you never noticed, cracks that demand courage to confront. Baby, that's what makes it breaking. The message doesn't just break you, it transforms you. It forces honesty, clarity, and insight. And once you absorb it, there's no returning to ignorance. Every heartbeat, every thought, every feeling is changed forever. And baby, that's the power and the danger of the message you're about to see.